Hey everyone, back out at the range today. Just wanted to do a quick follow-up video and a quick trip out to the range to check on the SIG MPX again. After I did some reading on the internet as to why I could be experiencing the large groups I was seeing last time I brought it out. If you recall, in the last video I posted, the groups I was seeing at about 25 yards, both unsuppressed and suppressed, was about 4 to 6 inch groups at 25 yards. Seemed like a pretty big grouping compared to the MP5 variant I was shooting last time, which was shooting right about 1 to 2 inches at the same distance, 25 yards. So after a little bit of research online, I learned it could be the 3-lug adapter that I am using. I did check; it is an inlet we trust 3-lug adapter. And it also could be the torque spec on the 2 cross bolts that hold the barrel in. So on the SIG MPX, if you pull the handguard off, there are 2 cross bolts there. Depending on where you read, there's a couple different torque values floating around out there. Sorry about that, they're shooting in a nearby bay. Depending on where you read, there's a couple different torque values out there. Anywhere from 20 inch-pounds to 40 inch-pounds. So I checked these. They were significantly less than 40 inch-pounds, so I went ahead and torqued them to 40 inch-pounds. We'll see if that does anything to the accuracy. I also removed the 3-lug adapter and then retorqued it back onto about 20 foot-pounds. I only brought the B&T suppressor out this time. I think that out of any of the hosts I have, I think this host will probably be most accurate with the B&T suppressor. As you saw in the last video, it was not accurate whatsoever on the MP5. So we'll see. I brought the same 147 grain Federal ammo out, and then I also brought some 147 grain Federal HSTs out that I will ultimately zero this MPX with the B&T can on. So I'll bring you along for those. Anyways, all right, let's get to shooting. All right, so we're back at 25 yards. Let's shoot 10 rounds unsuppressed into the first target, see if we see any improvement in the accuracy. All right, let's go take a look. So, pretty interesting grouping there. Still about 4 to 5 inches, but it's all horizontal, not much of a vertical spread. We are low, we are to the right. Let's throw the suppressor on to see if that group size stays about the same. Well, as we saw, group size about the same size, but an interesting horizontal spread there. Group size was about 4 to 6 inches, 4 to 5 inches. So let's throw the suppressor on to see if that changes. Like I mentioned before, I'm going to try to index the suppressor with the release latch at close to 12 o'clock as possible, just so that I'm consistent each time. And as you can see, it is on there. There's really nothing else I can do besides just click it on there. There's a little bit of play in it, but that's the same with most other 3-lugs. take a look. So yeah, we're still pretty inconsistent there. I would say the group size is about that same 4 to 6 inches. I'm gonna say there's no real improvement with that group size. I'm gonna adjust the zero of that SIG red dot I'm using. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit. We'll try to do another grouping with that same 147 grain ball ammo on that target, and then we'll zero it with the Federal HSTs over on this target here. Let's go check that out. All right, I got a few more rounds loaded up. Let's spend some time trying to get as good as the zeros we can get with this setup. We'll start off with the Federal full metal jacket, and then we'll move over to the HSTs, just because I don't want to waste so many of those. Looks like I still need to go up. All right, we're getting pretty close. Let's throw in some of the Federal HSTs, see what it looks like. All right. I'm pretty sure they're shooting MP5s over there. All right, I shot 3 rounds. I'm gonna go check those out up close. All right, you guys probably saw that. That was a pretty good group. That was a 3-round group. I would say that would be 1 to 2 inches out at 25 yards. I'm gonna make a small adjustment. We're gonna come down a couple clicks, and we're gonna go right a few clicks. We'll see if we can't maintain a similar grouping. That'd be pretty wild if it was the ammo the whole time. All right. Do another 3 rounds. All right, let's go check it out. Well, as you saw, those 3 rounds opened up just a little bit, with one kind of going high and to the right. Gonna do a couple more small adjustments here. Try that out. All right, let's go see how those did. So as you can see, quite a big difference when shooting full metal jacket versus quality hollow point ammunition. Pretty interesting results. So that is 10 rounds, kind of aiming towards the center there. And then this is 10 rounds total, but I was making adjustments between each 3-round group. The last 4 rounds I shot were 4 within this box, and all 4 rounds landed within that 1-inch square at 25 yards. So that is the first time we've seen solid groupings with the MPX. Let's put up a fresh target. We'll load up 10 more rounds of the Federal HSTs, and we'll see if we can't get a 10-round group in that 1 to 2 inch zone. All right, so there's light at the end of the tunnel. I have 10 more rounds loaded up of the 147 grain Federal HSTs. I have 1 more target downrange. Let's see if we can get a good 10-round group. All right, let's go check it out. Well, look at that. We didn't get all 10 rounds in that 1-inch square, but that's some of the best 10-round grouping we've seen out of that gun. Group size is significantly smaller than it was. I would say that's about 2, maybe 3 inches. I think that's a solid 2 inches though. I would consider that more than accurate enough for a 9mm pistol caliber carbine at that distance. I'm not sure what happened to my zero. I'm kind of centered within that box. Maybe that B&T suppressor is moving just a little bit. But I would consider that accuracy sufficient at that range. Well, there we have it. It turns out that the MPX really likes that Federal HST ammo. Why the full metal jacket ammo grouped so well on the MP5 and did not perform well on the MPX is still a mystery to me. I've had good luck with this Federal full metal jacket subsonic stuff for a while now, except for obviously this MPX. But we did see promising results with the Federal HSTs. I have some Spear Gold Dots. I'll probably give those a shot at a later date. I didn't bring any of the Spear Gold Dots out to the range with me. I'm curious to see if those will perform equally as well in the MPX. So I'm pretty excited. I think I'm going to tweak the zero on this off camera a little bit. I'll probably remove the suppressor and put it back on, see if I can get a repeatable zero. If there's any interesting results, I'll make sure I'll bring you along. But I think that'll wrap it up for today. Thank you.